we doing, Dad?
Today we're going to be making some lasagna for you guys. If you like our videos, please like, share, and subscribe to it. Help us grow our channel, right?
So what's the ingredients for today, Daddy?
Alright, today for the lasagna dish, we're going to be using about 1 to 2 pounds of ground beef. This is ground beef. Some honey garlic sausages. It's like our special mix. This is optional, but this is what we like to put in. Some kielbasa, like just about 375 grams. Some crushed onions and some garlic. Also, we're going to be seasoning our ground beef with some sloppy Joe's taco seasoning. It adds a little flavor to it. It's optional, so you guys don't really have to do it, but yeah, we like to do this just to add a little flavor. Alright?
What are we doing for the sauce, Dad?
Alright, so for the sauce, Lachelle, we're going to be using
tomato crush.
Crushed tomatoes. And this is...
tomato crush.
No, this is tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce.
Yes. And this one is...
it's tomato crush.
They're not all tomato crush.
What?
This is tomato paste. It makes it a little thicker, the sauce. And then we'll be using like some water to bring the sauce down because it's going to be very like rich. Some sugar to make it a little sweeter. And a variety of spices. So today we'll use some salt, some parsley, some fennel seeds, black pepper, Italian seasoning, and some basil. So we'll be mixing everything together with the sauce today. Okay? Right, so we're going to be doing some cheese mix next. So for the cheese, we're going to be using 1
egg
and some ricotta cheese. We're going to be mixing it with some parsley. This will be used as a spread. Also with the seasoning, I'll be put in the description the measurements. So all the measurements and everything will be in the description right at the bottom. Yes, perfect. So now we'll be going to the cheese mix. Next step, we'll be mixing egg with ricotta and parsley together. We'll be blending these together, these 3 ingredients. And for the cheese, we'll be using a 3-cheese Mexican blend and some mozzarella cheese for the cheese mix. And for the noodles, we'll be using Catelli Express lasagna noodles. This is quick and ready. You don't need to boil it or anything. So you just lay it down in the pan and it's quick and ready, easy to go. All right?
What are we doing next, Dad?
All right, next we're going to do the meat. We're going to cut up the kielbasa, and yeah, let's do this first. Spring, you want to try it? Sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it up nice into like little tiny medallions, like flat. How do you like that?
Good.
Alright. So you don't want it too thick, because it's going to be like laying pepperoni on a pizza.
What are we doing next, Dad?
Alright, let y'all. So next we're going to be cutting the sausages up. The honey garlic sausage. So we'll take it out the wrapper. And then I'll just show you how I do a few. Because you want to mix it in with the ground beef. So what I like to do is I like to take the film off. So I'm going to just squeeze it because I don't like having that in there. So we're just going to take all of this out. Alright, so now we're going to mix everything together with you. Like, we got everything done. We got the sausage done. We're going to fry up the ground beef next. We have the oven on a medium-high right now. We use some olive oil, so we're just going to brown the meat. And we're going to mix it with the onions and the garlic. Alright, y'all. Next, we're going to be putting in about 2 pounds. Actually, this is 2 pounds of ground beef. So we're going to fry it. We're just going to brown it. We're not going to cook it too much. We're just going to brown it a bit because see that it's already starting to brown. So basically, you want this brown color throughout the whole cook. So you just keep stirring it. And then there's going to be a lot of liquid in here. Before we add the sauce, we're going to drain the liquid, okay?
Yeah, okay then.
Okay, Latrell, as you can see, it's starting to be brown the whole way through. So there's like a lot of water in here. So what I usually like to do is I like to drain it before I add any other meat. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to grab the lid and just drain all that excess water from the ground beef out into the sink. So let's drain that off. We don't want that in the cook. So drain that in the sink. Alright, so next we're going to add the sausage. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, it's going to be a very, very meaty lasagna. So we're just going to add this in there.
Okay.
You don't mix it in right away, you just add it to the side. You push the ground beef to the side. So just so this could cook down a bit. And then you mix it.
And you have it.
Yeah. See how it's looking? This also cooks pretty quick, so
Ding dong.
see how it's already browning, Rachel?
Yeah, I see it from the camera.
Yeah. And the kielbasa sausage, we're going to add this with the sauce. We're not going to add that right now because this is already cooked. Okay? So, as you can see, if you get closer, it's starting to really cook down here. Yeah, just keep stirring it. And then at this point, you just want to mix everything in. Just keep stirring, cooking, and mixing. Alright, y'all. So at this point, I have everything cooked down. The meat's cooked, so I'm just going to mix in the onions. It's going to be a nice blend because we're still cooking it, right? And as you can see, there's more fat already building up, right? There's a lot of water, fatty water, liquid. So we're going to drain that later on. So for now, we're just going to mix in the onion with the garlic. Alright?
Yep.
And then also, you know what? We'll add a little bit of the seasoning right now. Doesn't matter when you add it. Normally when you start cooking the ground beef, you could add it, but just enough to season the meat. I'll say probably about, I usually add like half a pack. That add a little burst to the meat, a little extra flavor.
A lot of extra flavor.
A lot of extra flavor because there's a lot of spice that goes in here. This is my version of lasagna. You know, because there's so much meat we're doing today, we're actually going to do the whole pack. Alright. There we go. Alright. Alright, so the next step, Latrell, is the sauce. Alright, Latrell, well, now there's a lot of extra liquid and fatty liquid in the ground beef mixture. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain it in the sink, okay?
Yeah.
And this you gotta be careful because it's really hot.
Yeah.
So, drain everything. Alright? Alright, so next, Latrell, what is next?
The tomatoes, the big one, and then the medium one, and then the small one.
Yeah, we're gonna mix in all the tomato paste sauce. So first we're going to do the, which one is this? The crushed tomatoes. Just mix it all in there. Well, it's going to be a really good lasagna. Can you smell that?
Oh, yes.
Alright, next we're mixing in the
Tomato sauce. Jinx.
Jinx.
That means you say the same word at the same time.
Ah, gotcha. Learn something every day.
I think you're going to need that one with a spoon.
That's right. So next we're going to do the paste. It's not a real order to do it, but, you know. So we're going to mix this all. Doing that. thing we use the big pot.
Yeah, because on the small one, it would just put the meat all over.
Exactly. All right, so next we're just gonna bring everything to
Look
mix.
at that.
All right, so next I'm just gonna start adding the spices.
Daddy, we could.
I'm gonna mix in everything.
Are you seeing the bubble that
all together.
is popping in the
Fennel
same
seeds,
place?
Salt. So we do half first and mix. This is how I do it. I do half of it first and then just mix everything together. Alright, next we're gonna mix in the rest of the sauce, okay? Or season. Spices, herbs, everything. Just get everything in there. Alright?
Yeah.
Just, there we go. Look at that. Like, look at this. Doesn't that look nice? That looks really good. Alright, so we're just gonna mix everything in. This is what you call a lasagna. The meat. This is what makes your dish. This and the cheese. Alright, so next we're gonna add the sugar. Let's give it a little sweetness.
Yeah, but Dad.
Alright, let y'all. So I've mixed all this in.
Okay.
And then now add the water. I'll let you do this part. So just pour it in the middle.
Just make a tiny hole.
Okay. Be careful. There you go. This water's just gonna reduce it.
You got a
bit.
little bit on it. Sink?
Yeah, put it in the sink. We always want to keep our area clean when we're cooking.
Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna mix this. Okay, so alright. We have the temperature on a low medium heat.
Yeah.
So at this point I could add the sausages.
Okay.
So we'll do one at a time. Just get it in there. You know? Yeah. Mix it all in. Because this is going to sit here for like an hour and a half while we do the other stuff. Do one at a time because we don't want it to clump up, right?
Okay.
We want it to get in there nicely.
Just grab 2 in each hand and then put 1.
And while you do that, I'll stir
And then
and
2.
mix. Kielbasa. How do you say it?
Kielbasa.
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 Alright. Alright, Lachelle. So we have all the meat in here, everything in here. So what we're going to do next, give it one more stir. One more good big stir. Okay?
Okay.
And then we're just going to put it on a low heat so that it's going to simmer. See how it's simmering? And then we're just going to cover it for like about, let's say, you don't cover it fully because you want a little bit of steam to escape. So just cover it with a little crack and like, let's say we're going to simmer it for an hour and a half. That should be good. And occasionally we're going to mix it, right? So we're going to cover this and let it simmer for about an hour and a half. We already had the timer going for a bit. And while this is simmering, we're going to start with the cheese. We're going to prep the cheese and get it ready, okay? All right, let's go. Let's go to the cheese. So I'm going to get you to do this, big guy. Come here.
Okay,
So-
I'm left out.
No, you're not left out. I just really want you to watch and learn. Because when I get old and sick, this is going to be your reference video. So,
I can make anything I want, you know.
oh yeah, you'll be real good. So we're going to put everything in, the ricotta. So now we're going to mix the ricotta cheese with the egg. Make sure we don't get any shells in there. So we do this carefully. And the parsley.
And then the sugar.
That's salt here. And put the parsley in.
Can I do the salt?
Yeah. Just a bit, not too much. I'll tell you when this salt. Go ahead. Okay, now that we added the salt, everything together, the eggs, so we're just going to mix everything together. So get in there. Mix it, really mix it. Hold the bowl. I'll help you with this. So you want to blend everything together. We're almost done. And then this is what we're going to lay on top of the noodles and the meat sauce, okay? Alright, so we're going to do this and we'll be back. Nice mixing skills.
You're making me look like a Beyblade.
Oh gosh, you and your Beyblades. Alright, let y'all Now it's finished simmering. We had it on the stove for about an hour and a half now. So now we're just gonna take it off and start putting it on the Now we can start putting everything together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next.
What are we doing next?
What are we doing next? Next, we're gonna start putting everything together. So first, we're gonna take some meat sauce. You could try. Yeah, you'll be able to try some cheese. So we're gonna take some meat sauce and just spread it along the bottom like this. Okay. And the good thing about this is that we have a lot of sauce, meat sauce, so we can use that for, like, with a rice. That smells good. Can you smell that?
I can smell it alright.
Alright, okay.
Smell the cheese more.
Smell the cheese more?
Yeah.
You really want that cheese. Alright, Latrell, so we have a pretty solid base of meat sauce now. So next, what are we going to do? What do you think is next? The catelli. So what we're going to do is we're going to layer these along the bottom.
Why is it hard? Why is it hard?
Because it's pasta shells. This one. Yeah. You want to help me? Here.
Sure.
So you see, put it along.
Yeah,
Put it
this
aside.
is hard.
Yeah. It's going to taste good though.
It's harder. It's like harder than a boiler.
Once you put it in the oven, it's going to be nice and soft.
I didn't know you could break a piece.
Oh yeah. You know who I learned that from?
Yeah.
Your Oma.
Oh, can I try it?
Well, let me break this piece so we could put it. So you could like just break it apart and just. And then next we're gonna put the ricotta.
The rest on it?
No, we're gonna spread some ricotta on it. Remember what we mixed this with?
Oh yeah.
What was in here?
Water.
No. Eggs.
Cheese.
The ricotta cheese, the egg, and
Yeah.
parsley.
Yeah. I was about to say that to
You
him.
were about to say that?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll just clump it down like this. And then we can mix it after. Or spread it after.
They dropped too.
Okay, and then we'll just spread it along.
Okay.
Like that. And next is your favorite one.
This.
Yeah.
This is my favorite
The
cheese.
mozzarella cheese.
Yeah, that's my favorite cheese, Dad.
So you just spread it. Okay, so now we have the mozzarella, so we're just gonna wait now. You wanna try a piece? There's a little piece, big guy. And we're just gonna lay it along like so. This is our lasagna, our version. Alright, so now next we're going to put some meat sauce on top. You're enjoying that? Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
And then after this, we'll sprinkle some of the three cheese. No, the three cheese blend. We'll put that. Alright, so we'll just keep doing that, and we'll be back.
Okay, Dad, what is going to be next?
Alright, so next we spread the meat sauce on top, and we're going to sprinkle the shredded cheese all over. It's going to be a real good cheesy lasagna. Enough for one more layer. Here, I'll give you a little bit.
Again.
Alright, so we're going to do this, and then we're just going to repeat the process. Alright? Alright, now we have a little bit of extra sauce left back behind, so we're just going to use that with the pasta later. So now our lasagna is already assembled and ready for the oven. So now we're just going to cover it with some foil and put it in the oven at 350. Alright? Okay. Alright, Latrell, now that we got it covered, and now it's ready to go into the oven. So let's go. Ooh, this is heavy. It's a good 20 pounds right here. Alright, open it up. So we're just going to put it on the middle rack. Covered. We're going to do that at 350 degrees and let's say for about half an hour. Half an hour covered and then we'll do half an hour uncovered. Okay? Alright. Alright, let y'all know the first part is done. We've had it in here for about half an hour now. So we're just going to take it out the oven. It's really heavy. One sec.
Excuse me.
Look at that.
Crispy.
That's good, but it's not ready yet. So we're gonna put it back in the oven at 350 for another half an hour. All right, we're almost done. Okay.
Yeah, it just needs to get like more harder.
Yes, yes. All right. I gotta be careful because we made a big batch.
Watch your hand.
Look at that. It's looking good though. We're almost there. All right, so now we're just gonna set our timer for, let's say, 30 more minutes. And
It smells like pizza.
It smells like pizza?
Yeah.
All right, see you soon. Now it's, the half an hour is pretty much up. So we're gonna take it out. Let's see how it looks. All right. Ooh, look at that. Buddy, this looks beautiful. Okay, now remember it's heavy, so we wanna
And
hold it
that
properly.
is a little bit black.
Oh no, that's just the corners burning. That's the cheese around the edges. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Alright, so now we're just going to let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll cut into it and plate it. Alright? Alright, buddy. Alright, let y'all, now we're finally done. We had it cooling now for about 20 minutes. So let's go plate it. Alright. Alright, let y'all, now we're just going to plate this. Let's see how we did. Okay, move over a bit. I gotta get this over to the plate. Ooh, look at that. Oh, sorry. Got you in the head, big guy. Okay, as you can
I like it like that.
Okay, as you can see, everything is nice. It was cooked perfectly. And let's do our taste test. You want to try first or should I?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's very flavorful. It's really good. Here, maybe a little piece because it's still a little hot. Okay.
More. I need a longer blow.
I'll try it. Chew, 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 chew. Chew. So how was that? Alright guys, well that concludes our video, which you all really liked it. Thank you for watching and subscribing to us, and we only get better as we go. Alright, thank you.